Hey, hello everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing great. So another boring system design video, man. What is this? But let me tell you, this is not just another system design video. This is the entire series. So this is the first video of the series. So first thing first, let me tell you, this is not just another system design video. It is like I'm not saying like that the videos over there on the YouTube are not that great. They're really, really great. But if you'll see the concept the explained, those are really great. But how to present during the interview, they have not explained. So during the interview, it's completely different. Some of the things you may need to explain in detail. Some of the things you may not need to explain in detail. A lot of decisions that we have to make, and during the interview it's not like that you have read some of the concepts and you will directly say, okay, this is the thing that actually I am going to use. So that way things does not work. Even if you are let's say you went through a system design video and you exactly presented that same thing, means like in and out everything during the interview, then also you see a rejection, but and you wonder like why actually you got rejected. But that can happen certainly because a lot of things during the interview which are actually the interviewer expect from you, and if they do not see that in you, like the decision making, how actually the decisions that you're making, so those are the things actually has to discuss. So in this entire series, what are the problems that we will be discussing? Each problem will be discussing, keeping in focus that how exactly it may look like during the interview. Like if I am appearing for an interview, how exactly I should start and how actually the things will proceed forward, and whether I need to ask any questions with the interviewer or not. So, yeah, so let's get started. I hope like you will like it, but be sure to follow this entire series. But this is a more like introduction, a lot of things on the way. Okay, so let's get started. Like what actually it has there in the introduction. Let's see. So this is the agenda. I hope like it's the most boring part, but bear with me. So this is like we'll see like why and how's. This is more like the companies ask this question like, okay, design a Twitter or a design a Facebook. I have never worked on Twitter. How can I design Twitter? How can I design Facebook? So we'll see like why actually they ask you such question, and then how actually we can actually design these kind of problems. So this kind of systems. So we'll see that. And then expectations from an interview, what actually they expect from you whenever you are presenting the design. That's what I said, right? That if you are actually, you watched some of the video, which is really great, you went to the interview and you presented exactly the same thing, then you also saw a rejection. So I'll explain like why exactly it can happen. So that's what like we need to be very clear on what are the expectations from an interview. Common mistakes, a lot of things that we see in interview. Okay, they come and then they make like silly mistakes because of which they see a rejection. Even though they know the concepts, but how to actually present during the interview, that actually they sometimes lack. Uh, I'll also discuss about a recommended system design template. So this is just a recommendation. It's up to you. You may like tweak it, or maybe like you may remove or add a few things, but I don't see like you can remove anything because this is whatever actually with thorough studies. I actually try to include everything what has to be included in the template. And we'll see like components of a system. So this, as I said, like this system design series is completely different. So how actually we'll try to keep the things simple, meaning like when we are designing Facebook, it's not like that how actually Facebook has designed the system. It's about how actually as an architect, how actually I'll be designing the system. So we'll be using a lot of components which we have learned maybe like through other problems. We'll try to apply the similar things in the new system that we are designing. So that's why like some of the components I try to keep common, so which we'll be using across a lot of different kind of systems. So this is boom, man. What is this? What is this? What are these? Like there are a lot of like random things, man. This is a so big system. How exactly I can design? But it doesn't work like that. We'll see like a flow. Certainly, like it's pretty easy if we stick to the flow. it becomes really easy for us to design any kind of a system. But if you are actually, let's say, you watch some videos about Uber, which is completely different, and then you watched some Facebook videos which are completely different, and if you want to remember that way, it becomes difficult, like when you reach like maybe 40, 50 kind of a system design problem. So that kind of thing, actually we need to actually work on a particular kind of flow which may actually apply, which is a kind of a generic to different all kind of systems. So that's how actually is what I'm trying to build over here, using a lot of components. System design, I say, like is like more easy as compared to data structures and algorithm. It's just because it doesn't need any kind of active study. Why is that? Is like if you know the fundamentals, certainly like, you will put these fundamentals to design any kind of a system. Yeah. So these are the expectations, like drive the conversation whenever you are in the interview, as you are getting hired for a senior level. So it is expected that you should act as a leader. So drive the conversation well. Reaching to a viable solution, what I said is like you are given a vague problem, you put your use your fundamentals, put the components together, reach to a viable solution. It's not like that you have to reach like exactly design a Facebook or a Twitter. Beware of the trade-off. That's what actually I was saying. When you are watching any videos on YouTube, they only say like how the system is working, but they do not discuss like other approaches, what could have been discussed. Like there may be some problem over there, but that is how actually in the interview you should perform, is like you are discussing one problem, one solution, and then you are seeing showing, okay, here the problem is this or that, like whatever the kind of problems that it has, then you are choosing the solution too. But if you're directly jumping into the solution too, so it's not clear that why actually you made the decision. So beware of the trade-offs. So over here in the series, we'll be, what are the problems that we will be discussing. We'll try to discuss multiple approaches, and we'll see like what are the problems, like which are the trade-offs are there, and then only we'll proceed forward. That is actually the really one of the very critical expectations during the interview. So beware that you should discuss trade-offs. It should be your design, not half yours and half the interviewers. So it's like during the interview, you may expect some kind of hint, but I must say, like you should not actually try to get a lot of hints from the interviewers. It's like otherwise, it's not your design. It's like more like interviewers is participating in your design. So it should be like your design, like entirely in and out. You should design, right? You are the architect. You should always treat the interviewer as an audience who is actually listening to you. That's all. You should never treat like interviewer as like superior to you. It's all about like you are the architect, you lead the conversation, you design the system, and you present it to the audience, and who is the interviewer. Try to cover both breadth and depth. So this is like some kind of a tricky, is like breadth and then depth both. When you talk about like a breadth, certainly like you should know a lot of systems. But whenever we are talk about a depth, means a particular thing, a particular system, you should know in depth, right? But over here, like if you will see any kind of a system design problem, you will see the like let's say if you're designing tiny URL, there is a core logic that has to be discussed. The core logic meaning in tiny URL, you have to discuss how exactly you are getting a unique URL for each long URL, and how are you actually handling the concurrent requests. So that is actually the core of the problem. Even if you are talking about like a Facebook, the core over here would be like how actually you are loading the feed in such a low latency. So that is the about depth. So whenever you are designing a system, you should talk a broader picture in breadth about a lot of systems, but the core part you should go deeper and explain in more depth how exactly are you achieving that. So get signal on both your technical and communication. So what they want to see is your communication and your technical skills. They want to see both. technical, certainly, like if you have ideas about a lot of systems, your fundamentals are clear, then certainly like you can crack it. And communication is not about English, it is about whatever your thought process is. Are you able to clearly convey this to the interviewer or not? So whatever you are thinking, be sure that you like be clear on whenever whatever you are saying to the interviewer. Nothing to be in a hurry. You can take a pause, like maybe after every 5 minutes or 10 minutes, to ask the interviewer, okay, whether it's clear to you or not. If there is any confusion, then he should ask questions. So that kind of pause are very necessary during the interview. Uh, so now I was talking about this template. So this is the template for a system design, which I actually recommend. As I said, like it is a recommendation only. You can tweak it. You may add other things as well. So first is certainly like whenever you see a problem statement, it's a one-liner. So be sure to freeze on the requirements. Like let's say you are given design Twitter, you do not know, like if you have not used Twitter, maybe like you do not know how a Twitter works. So be sure to actually talk to the interviewer, talk about the requirements. Then over here, requirement again, functional and non-functional both. Functional are the requirements which are actually required from the system, which are actually clearly visible that this is are the things system is providing. And non-functional are which are coming as a bonus. Like for example, like if you're designing Facebook, the latency, low latency, that should come as a bonus, which is not, even though it's not given as a requirement, but it should be designed in such a way that the latency is low. Or if you are designing some kind of a banking system, then consistency you may add as a functional as well, but you may add it as a non-functional as well. Availability, these are all are non-functional. And again, like it depends upon the system that you're designing, that whether the things which are like very critical, like that has to be there, then it comes as a functional requirement. uh, Estimations, certainly many people ignore this. What I have seen, you never ignore this. Estimations shows that whether you are a lead, you can act as a leader or not, or whether you can ship a product or not. Before shipping a product, certainly you have to do estimation how many machines that you need. So that what is the capacity of the machines that you need, what is the capacity of the database that you need. So if you are not doing estimations, meaning you actually do not have the idea how to do the capacity estimations. So be aware, like you never miss this section. Do the estimations properly. And when you talk about estimations, I generally talk about three things. One is like how much data is coming into the system. That is in data, meaning like when the people are making post on Facebook, that is the data that is coming into the system. So you have to measure like how much data that is coming into the system, and you may like talk about over the 5 years how much data that will come into the system. And out data, that is like how much data that is going out. So that is like more measurement of the bandwidth of like how much data that we are sending through the network. In data is also a measurement of bandwidth as well. And the third thing, that is like a QPS, the queries per second. Now, when we talk about QPS, be sure to talk about the QPS of the various APIs that you are using. It should not be like, okay, for Facebook, you are talking about, okay, the QPS, but QPS is of what? There is a like a load feed API, there is a like a like comment, there are a lot of things like, okay, or maybe like you can discuss this in this way, like, okay, read QPS, write QPS. So be sure, like when you are talking about QPS, it's not very generic. So now the high level design. So about the high level design, this is like how the components are interacting, like from starting from the client, the request is going to the load balancer, and from load balancer to the application host, and how actually it is getting routed to the database or the talking to the cache. So this is actually the high level design that you should create. So it will have like a lot of components. You must create this, like you should invest some time on this. Why is that? Because this is going to be your skeleton for the further discussion. You have the components, and then what is there is like you have the interaction model of the components. Then what you can do is you pick the important components over there and discuss each component in detail. So this will give you the clear picture that what are the components to be discussed in detail. Deep dive looking into each component. So once you have the components designed, the high level design, pick the components and you discuss each component in detail. You figure out like which are the components that you see are required to be discussed. Or it may happen that the interviewer is asking you, can you discuss a particular component? Core of the problem, as I said, like, okay, for any kind of a system design, you certainly have one core logic that has to be discussed. For example, in the Facebook design, what you'll have to discuss is how exactly are you loading the feed so quickly. So that's the core of the problem, because in this, you may have to like talk to multiple shards, or maybe like you'll have to talk to like multiple tables and join them. So it will take a lot of time, but how exactly are you doing this with so low latency? Yeah, similarly, for the tiny URL, is how exactly are you generating the unique URL for each of the long URL? So discuss that core logic in detail. So that is about the depth. Scalability, certainly, like once you have the components, you discussed everything, each component and the core of the problem as well. Now the comes like how actually your system is going to scale. Now, when you are talking about scale, try to scale in each of the layers, be it an application layer or maybe like even a load balancer. Also, you are thinking like, okay, there are a lot of users, how to scale there. And maybe like a data layer or the cache layer, whichever the layer are there, you see like which of the layers has to be scaled up. So discuss for each layer and don't just one layer. Partition and fault tolerance. So then once you have the scaling, it comes with the faults. So be sure like when you are doing some kind of a scaling, you're partitioning the data and all, then what kind of faults that you are getting, how to actually recover from those faults, or how actually to avoid those faults. Be sure to discuss on those, whether maybe like again over here is a fault tolerance in each of the layers. Be it a data layer, like maybe okay, same some disaster happened, then how exactly your data is going to be saved. Or maybe like if you're talking about application layer, if a request is getting processed and an application level goes down, how exactly you are going to scale it, or you are going to avoid it. Or maybe if there is some new machine has to be added because our users are growing, then at that point of time adding, is it like really easy or not? So that kind of thing you must talk during the interview. Security is optional. It's up to you. Security is a hard topic, so it's up to you. If you are able to discuss, that's really great. At least like authentication, authorization, these kind of stuffs you can discuss during the interview. Logging. So that's like I have added as the optional, but I would recommend that you must talk about logging, like how exactly your analytics looks like, and what actually are you going to do with those analytical data? Are you like going to use it for some kind of learning or what? And how actually it's going to benefit you? And metrics and dashboards. So this is like I have added as optional, but actually, if you are able to explain, that's really great, because it shows that you must have worked for shipping the product, and that's how actually how you are configuring your alerts, how actually the dashboards look like, how actually you are getting your system ready for the deployment or like shipment to the prod. So this is the template, recommended template, and I hope like it's makes sense. If there's anything you want to add, it's up to you. Yeah. So yeah, so this is actually a component diagram. So this is not for a particular system. This actually I try to generalize. It's about like any kind of a system, not like many, not any kind of. I'm saying like many kind of systems where actually we will try to use it. That's what I am saying is like a more like a generalization. If you talk about Facebook or a Twitter or like a, maybe like a Messenger or like a WhatsApp, we can use this like a little bit with a little bit of tweaking to create a new system. So over like when we will be discussing any kind of a system, I'll be using like some of the components from here, putting into the new system to create any kind of a new system. So over here we have like almost like a lot of systems, load balancer or like cache or logger, application host, message queue or like a stream aggregator. A lot of systems are there. We'll be discussing all the things in detail. So like these are actually going to be the fundamental for us. If we have the clarity on the fundamentals, certainly like we can build any kind of system. So that's what I suggest is don't try to actually delve into one particular system and then make it like completely different from any other system. Otherwise, it will become hard for you. If you are reading about like 40, 50 system design, it will become really hard for you to remember those. So try to make all systems as a generic kind of, and try to pick some of the systems from here and there to build your own system. So that's what actually the interview is all about. It's about like just using your fundamentals and coming up with a viable solution. Yes, thank you guys. So hope you all like my video. If you liked, stay tuned. More videos on the way. And certainly like this series will make a little bit of difference, and we'll see more about the fundamentals, more about how actually to present any kind of design during the interview, what are the common mistakes and all that we like do during the interviews, everything we'll see. So till then, stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. Okay, awesome, great to see you. Bye bye.